Hello and welcome back to another episode of Into the 99, where we've got 99 cards, cause Commander's number one. I'm one of your hosts, Daniel. I've got the boys with me, both Sherman and Slothy. Sherman, how you doing this week?
Not too bad. I'm doing pretty good. Not as good as you, though. How you doing?
I'm good. Busy, good, but lots of reorganizing at my house. We had to fully finish setting up a nursery, that kind of stuff. We had our baby, so lots of big news over here at this stuff. But no, thank you. I did it all myself. Thank you. Lots of changes over here, but she's very well behaved, so pretty nice. We had a little girl, and so that's been kind of keeping me a little bit busy. Been off work for the week to be able to get that done, and then that's why there's a mess. That's the only reason there's a mess in the background of the video. My house normally spotless. You got to believe me. Wink, wink, wink. But I had to. Well, I didn't have to, but I chose to move my studio to a different floor in the house so that I could use that room as a nursery because it's closer to my bedroom. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on over here. And Slothy, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I got some pretty unfortunate news to close out the week, but other than that, not too bad. Just working away. Got my wedding next week, so we're looking forward to that. Got all the paperwork and stuff done yesterday. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's kind of an odd week. It's just been busy for everyone, but hopefully the unfortunate news wasn't too bad.
I'll tell you guys after.
All right. Slothy's found out live here that I didn't actually give birth myself, and he's devastated.
I have to rethink my entire life now. I thought that was all you.
Fair. We're talking a little bit about another one of the newer commanders, Lorwyn pre-release. Really quick before, I know you guys were talking about it before I got on here, but it's really funny that the pre-release kits just had so many unspoiled, massively good cards from all the hate for I wonder if that was like to combat some of the hate on the Ninja Turtle set, because there's some bangers, but if it was just an actual accident, someone's getting fired.
Yeah, like the some of the cards we're talking about, and like I have to say, like, and we can definitely talk about this like on a separate episode and everything, but I don't think like Universes Beyond is what kills Magic. I think the amount of power creep that's going rampant is what's gonna kill it, if anything. Like, it's some of the cards we saw are insane. It's so silly.
There's such an easy solution though. 200 card decks, 80 life total. Let's go. We've got a commander too this week that proliferates. We gotta pump poison counters up to 40. Let's just get it all in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
even cares at this point? 4 commanders in the command zone. We have Mega Commander.
Mega partner.
There you go.
Yeah. 4 commanders, 4 colors maximum. That's the rule.
There was an idea that we've been floating around where like you just choose a character from the lore, and every single iteration you can find of them that's a legendary creature, that's your commander, and you can play them at any point in time. But you only have one copy of that character out.
That's the problem.
That's kind of interesting.
The problem with that is then like they keep making Kellen, so I have to choose Kellen to have the most color access. And I'm not doing Kellen. I'm not being a part of it.
Boo! One of us.
Yeah, boo, Kellen.
One of us.
Who are we talking about today, anyways?
So today I put together, I went and bought a box of Lorwyn the other day, pulled every single legendary I wanted to build, and have just been going wild since then. So today we've got High Perfect Morcant, 2 black and a green for a 4/4 elf noble. When High Perfect Morcant or another elf you control enters, each opponent blights 1, so they each put a -1/-1 counter on a creature they control. And I can tap 3 untapped elves I control to proliferate, activate only as a sorcery. There's no poison or anything in this. This is just purely a big dumb elf deck.
There's no poison yet.
Yeah.
There's no poison yet. I did find a card that gives all my stuff toxic, but that's not in here, don't worry.
Well, okay. No poison. Sure. I believe you for now.
This commander is really, really good at keeping people's threats at bay, especially because a lot of the elves are of lower power and toughness, so lowering the threats you're facing is really helpful.
Yeah.
Well, a nice
And
thing,
also,
I was going to say a nice thing too is you don't have to get around target. You don't have to, it's everyone. Everyone's doing it.
mhm. Yep, and then there comes a point where it gets around indestructible because they get down to 0 toughness, and
Yeah.
it's just really nice.
Well, and proliferate is not a target. It is not a targeted ability.
That's true.
It's just choose. A bunch of people recently found out as well that proliferate is another counter of each kind on it. So anyone who gets experience counters and then wants to play a proliferate deck has to also proliferate their poison. You cannot choose the counters, which is fun. A fun little rule change they did.
Before you give yourself 10 poison.
Yeah, exactly. If you want any of these cards really quickly before we jump into it, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to give you a discount on any of that stuff, and there's going to be a lot of new Lorwyn stuff you guys do want. So head over there, get a discount, and if you want a nice, lovely spot and set of sleeves to display them in, go to nerdgear.ca. Again, promo code IT99. Good discounts all around. Like, share, subscribe. It really, really does help us out. And thanks to everyone for listening. And come build it with us on Patreon. That's it. We jump into this deck. Slothy, what kind of nonsense did you build?
So yeah, kind of like I said, this is just a big stupid elf deck. Pretty standard. I was kind of aiming along the lines of making this kind of like pre-con-esque power level.
Fair.
If you can really quantify that anymore. So yeah, lots of elves, lots of mana, some graveyard recursion. But let's jump right into here and get the mana section out of the way.
All right, sounds good. I'll start it off. So, got an Arcane Signet for 2 mana. It's an artifact. Tap for add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. That's going to be, oh yeah, that's right. Black and green. Ooh.
Yeah. Easy. Canopy Tactician next. 3 and a green for a 3/3 elf warrior. Other elves you control get 1/1, so we get a nice little anthem, and it taps to add triple green.
Yeah. And then we've got Circle of Dreams Druid. Triple green for a 2/1 elf druid. You can tap for green for each creature you control.
Needs a reprint.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's so insane.
I love that card. The artwork on it's really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love that card.
Then we got Commander Sphere for 3 mana. Artifact, tap to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Sacrifice, draw a card. Ooh.
Yep. We have our Elves of Deep Shadow next. 1 green mana for a 1/1 elf druid. You can tap, add a black. Elves of Deep Shadow deals 1 damage to you.
And then we've got Elvish Arch Druid. 1 double green for a 2/2 elf druid. Other elf creatures you control get +1/+1, and you can tap for green for each elf you control.
And then we have an Elvish Mystic for a single green. Elf Druid, 1/1, tap to add a green. Why are these elves still like $1 to $1.50?
They're just such a good building block.
There's a deck
so
for
many
them
of
in
them.
Yeah, they're just so useful. And first off, they go in every elf deck, right? Like unless you're deliberately trying to power an elf deck way, way down, they're going in that elf deck, right? And then even for other decks, like anything that like might struggle, green struggling, but anything that might struggle to get its colors and stuff, right? Like they're in every landfall deck, they're in like every just ramp deck. They're just good. This next artwork is cursed. Like I said, we always look at things in like big. This is cursed artwork. I don't like it. Findhorn Elder is 2 and a green. The 1/1 elf, you add 2 green to your pool, and that's fair. It do be an elf, but wow, that's something. That'll haunt me.
Then we've got Findhorn Elf, single green for a 1/1 elf druid. You can tap for green.
After that, we got a Golgari Locket for 3 mana. Artifact to tap for a black or green, and you can tap 4 of the Golgari symbols and tap it to sacrifice the locket and draw 2 cards.
True. Golgari Signet as well. A 2 colors. These are always like decent. Like they're always right around $1. It's kind of nice. Your Golgari Signet, 2 colorless. You pay 1 tap, you get both your colors, green and black.
These are another one that they like to reprint in every precon they can, which is real nice.
They're just
Yeah.
great, right? Like if you have better ramp pieces, go ahead, and if you don't, cool.
Exactly. Next up here, we've got Gyre Sage, 1 green for a 1/2 elf druid with Evolve. So whenever a creature you control enters, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And you can tap to add green for each +1/+1 counter on this creature.
I love that card. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Good proliferation.
After that, we got Llanowar Elves for a single green. Good old OG. Elf Druid, 1/1. Tap to add a green.
See, this is one of the problems. Like, this is a fairly budget mana section, but you have such a chance to run away so aggressively in the early game with elves and stuff, right? Like dropping either like a turn one. You have like turn one Soul Ring Signet potential in this, but you just have also a lot of great one drop turn ones. Like the chance of getting that extra mana on turn one in a deck like this is high.
I will say I've hindered myself. There is no Soul Ring in here.
Interesting.
You hindered yourself a little bit.
It's kind of something I've been trying to do. Like I did that. I think I put Soul Ring in only one deck I built all of 2025.
Fair.
Again, who needs it with this much mana?
Exactly.
Soul Ring does kind of tend to be a feel bad turn one. We've got, and I still don't even know why. It's, who cares? All it does is make it people not focus on me if someone else has a Soul Ring. So anything to get to that end for me. Next, we have a Llanowar Loam Speaker, 1 green for 1/3 elf druid. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. Or tap, target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste until end of turn. It's still a land. Activate only as a sorcery.
Yeah. Extra Dreams Druid mana there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got Llanowar Mentor, single green for a 1/1 elf spell shaper. You can pay a green and tap it to discard a card, create a 1/1 green elf druid creature token named Llanowar Elves. It has tap to add a green.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so cool.
That's a great card, especially with how cool a lot of discard stuff is right now.
Yeah. And then every one of those tokens is going to have me making each of my opponents make their stuff weaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. After that, we got Llanowar Visionary for 2 green. It's an elf druid that's a 2/2. When it enters, draw a card, and you can tap it to add a green.
Yeah. Next, we have Marwyn the Nurturer. It is 2 green. One of the funniest things I still have ever seen is somebody we were playing like a aggressive game, and they dumped out like a Jeweled Lotus Marwyn, and then it just got bounced to their hand, which was hilarious. And then they're like, okay, well, I've got this. And they had a in hand. This was quite the hand, but they had the Elvish Spirit Guide. What else was it? A Lotus Petal, and then their Forest. And they're like, I'll just play Marwyn again because the blue player had already bounced it and stuff like that. And they're like, no worries. And then the next person just like Doombladed it. Just like Doom, yeah, and then they were stuck with nothing in hand. They played two turns of not a single card and then went home. It was pretty good. I don't know if I've ever played with that player again or seen them out, but it was one of the funniest I've ever seen. Because what a hand to drop out your Marwyn, because they were about to start firing these elves off. I think he might have had maybe one other elf in hand to get going, but no. And they're just no, I'll bounce it.
That's rough.
Yeah,
too funny. I really had a great time watching that. But Marwyn is 2 green for a 1/1 elf druid. Whenever another elf you control enters, you put a 1/1 counter on Marwyn, and then you tap for Marwyn's power. Tap for green.
Yeah. Then we've got Paradise Druid, 1 green for a 2/1 elf druid. It has hexproof as long as it's untapped, and you can tap it for 1 mana of any color.
And the last one we have is going to be a Tireless Provisioner for 2 green. It's an Elf Scout that's a 3/2. Has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a food token or a treasure token. Both are good.
That's great artwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Would you choose food or treasure in this case? Because you have so many mana dorks.
It kind of depends on the situation. Like, I don't really have a ridiculous amount of black pips in here, so I don't have a ton of black mana. So if I needed that, I'd go for the treasure, but generally food.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. We'll jump into, You have one in the artifact section. Okay. How do you say this? Stalactite dagger? Stalactite. There we go. I can't read. 2 colorless. When this equipment enters, create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling. Cool. Equip creature gets 1/1 on all creature types and equip 2. That's nice.
Yeah.
So get your shapeshifter bonus.
Yeah. We've got some card draw here. First one is Beast Whisperer. 2 double green for 2/3 elf druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card.
And after that, we got one of the new cards. We have Eclipsed Elf for a Golgari. So 3 mana there. Creature Elf Scout for a 3/2. When this creature enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an elf, swamp, or forest card from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Very interesting. I like that.
Yeah, this is a neat little news cycle they did. And they've also got one for Merfolk and Kithkin.
I like that.
Yeah.
Is it me next? Yeah, I believe it is. Elvish Visionary next. We've got one in the green. It's just an elf shaman. 1/1 when it enters. We draw a card.
And then we've got Herald, King of Skemfar. 1 black and a green for a 3/2 elf warrior with menace. Legendary elf warrior. When Herald, King of Skemfar enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal an elf warrior or Tyvar card from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I think there's 2 other commanders in here that can kind of swap out for the lead.
That's fair. The next one after that we have is going to be Lifecrafter's Bestiary for 3 mana. It's an artifact. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1 green. If you do, you get a draw card.
Yeah. Moldervine Reclamation next. 3, 1 black, 1 green. Whenever a creature you control dies, you gain 1 life and draw a card. A big problem to remember is that is not optional if you have it out.
If I draw myself out, I draw myself out.
Yeah, that's fair. You win some, you lose some.
Exactly. I may not be able to draw anymore and lose the game, but I've got a full grip and lots of life.
True.
Next up here, we've got Knight's Whisper. 1 and a black for a sorcery. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life.
After that, we got Return of the Wild Speaker for a 4 and a green. Instant. Choose 1. Draw cards equal to the greatest power among non-human creatures you control, or non-human creatures you control get +3/+3 until end of turn.
Yeah.
So good.
With this, you've already got a few things like the Gyre Sage Marwyn, that can be a gigantic draw engine too, but also just a nice little overrun at the end.
Yeah.
We have our Shamanic Revelation next. 3 double green. Draw a card for each creature you control, and it's got Ferocious. You gain 4 life for each creature you control, power 4 or greater. Not as relevant in a deck like this.
Yeah. Dan, you can sit out this section here.
I was going to say...
But we've got interaction. Starting us off, we've got Beast Within. 2 and a green for an instant. Destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast creature token.
After that, we have Contagion Class for 2 mana. It's an artifact. When this artifact enters, put a -1/-1 counter on target creature. For 4 mana, you can tap it and proliferate. Our favorite word of this deck.
Yeah.
True. Kind of nice to be able to target that -1/-1 where you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we have our Crippling Fear. 2 double black. You choose a creature type. Creatures that are not of the chosen type get -3/-3 till end of turn. Mean.
Yeah, after having a couple elves enter and -1/-1ing some of the opponent's stuff, it's really nice to just drop that, clear everything, and beat face.
Yeah.
But next up, we've got another one of the new cards, Dawnhand Eulogist. 3 and a black for a 3/3 elf warlock with menace. When this creature enters, mill 3 cards. Then if there's an elf card in your graveyard, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life.
That's fun.
Yeah.
After that, we have Go for the Throat for 1 and a black. It's an instant. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Easy.
True. Next, we have a Heroic Intervention because you don't like us. Permanents you control gain indestructible and hexproof till end of turn, and it is 1 in the green.
I have to ask real fast, since we have this version here, how do you guys feel about Wizards not doing the promo pre-release stamp cards anymore.
It's a big old thumbs down from me.
Yeah, they just keep taking stuff out of the box. At some point they're just going to be selling us the box, no more cards in it.
Like they're charging us more, and they're taking stuff out.
Yeah, it's like most of there are people that go to pre-releases specifically for that pre-release stamp for a card, right? So I don't know. I think it's a dumb move.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, whose turn is it now?
I believe it's me. Next up we've got Crozen Grip. 2 and a green for an instant, a split second. And you can destroy target artifact or enchantment.
Yeah. Oh. Did we do Iron Shell or Shield?
Do which?
Iron Shield Elf? Did we do that one?
Oh, could you refresh?
Oh.
I actually just cut that one before we started recording.
Oh, okay.
Well, now
give me a moment. Technical difficulties on my side. All right, here we go. Next one we have is going to be a Reclamation Sage. We're back on topic, people. 2 and a green. Creature, elf, shaman, 2/1. When this creature enters, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment. Ooh, you know what? I just learned that in the new Lauren set, there's another one that's a changeling that's like Reclamation Sage as well. So
that's pretty cool.
You actually have 2 of them in here.
Okay.
Can't remember what it was, but I learned about that today. Anyways.
I every time I see the Foundations set symbol, I think of the not Nicobolus, the Niv Mizzet from it. I'm like, man, we should do that deck.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the most annoying decks I think I've ever built.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's just so good. Foundations was a phenomenal set.
Yeah, hands down.
Next we have a Return to Nature, which also has really, really cool artwork. It is 1 in the green. For an instant, you choose 1. Destroy target artifact, target enchantment, or exile target card from a graveyard.
Yeah. Then we've got Unforgiving Aim. 2 and a green for an instant. You can choose 1. Destroy target creature with flying, destroy target enchantment, or create a 2/2 black and green elf creature token.
Ooh, that is a fun card.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
It's that's wonderful utility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. And the artwork's kind of sick, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right. Next one we have is going to be Veil of Summer for single green. It's an instant. Draw a card if an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn. That includes yourself. Oh, no, wait. Opponent. Never mind. Spells you control can't be countered this turn. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and from black until end of turn.
Now, if I'm fighting inner demons, can I say that I'm my own opponent?
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
I'm going through it over here.
They do need to reprint this. Holy smokes. I can't believe it's like $750.
Great card.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a great card the more powerful your deck gets too. Especially for a 1 mana piece of protection.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
The draw, the can't be countered, the hexproof, the aura farm on the card, all of it, top to bottom. Next we have our Vitalize here. 1 green. You untap all creatures you control.
Yeah. We've got a Planeswalker section, and that includes Vivian, Monster's Advocate. 3 double green for legendary Planeswalker Vivian with 3 loyalty. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. +1, create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Put your choice of Vigilance, Reach, or Trample counter on it. Then -2, when you cast your next creature spell this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. It's more for the second one.
Fair.
Yeah.
I cannot wait until we go back to Ikoria.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy the mutate ability because you can break it in so many ways.
Oh, absolutely.
My big problem, obviously, with going back to Ikoria is that they can't just let me enjoy any sets, so it's going to be like a Duck Hunt crossover, and it'll be like, they're in Ikoria, but like an NES Duck Hunt. You guys remember Duck Hunt? Nostalgia, yes.
I'd be fine if they did another Godzilla crossover with Ikoria.
Yeah, that one was all right. It was okay.
I mean, I'm a
The Jurassic Park stuff from
it's a little bit biased.
wasn't horrible too. The Jurassic, but again, make them reskins. I'm fine with infinite reskins. Infinite reskin away. Don't make it a thing.
That's what all the Godzilla ones were. They were all just reskins.
And that's what I'm saying. Fine with it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely fine with it. But they're gonna wreck it. Just like that. They didn't. It seems they didn't horribly wreck Lorwyn. So we'll see.
It looks good so far.
Looks like a good set. I haven't gone over big spoilers, and I haven't gone to raid the binder just yet.
From what I've seen in just the cards that I pulled and whatnot, it's probably my favorite like actual Magic set in a long while.
It definitely is, I think, the most openable in a while. Like there's shocks in it as well, right?
Yes. Yeah, I pulled the Orzhov one and the Selesny one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Next, we go into our little creature section here.
And the first one we have here for creatures is going to be Dawn's Light Archer from the new set that we're just talking about for 2 and a green. It's a creature elf archer. That's a 4/2. Wow. And it has flash and reach. I like the flash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there's no
flash better.
To build this, I just kind of went through this stuff I had laying in front of me at home. And not a lot of the elves that I have reach, so I like blocking flyers and not just getting pounded with birds all day.
That's fair.
Fair.
Next, we've got our Essence Warden, 1 green for a 1/1 elf shaman. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life.
And then we've got Evolution Sage, 2 and a green for a 3/2 elf druid with landfall. Whenever land you control enters, proliferate.
Ooh, this one's a fun one. Lies Alana Informant. Sure, something like that. 1 and a green. Creature elf scout 3/1. When this creature enters or dies, surveil 1. It's nice to see surveil in green. You don't see that often.
Yeah.
True. We have our Okran Assassin. 1 green, 1 black for a 1/1 elf assassin with death touch. All creatures able to block it do so, which is kind of mean.
This is so mean.
Then we've got Tajuru Blightblade. Single green for a 1/1 elf rogue with death touch.
And after that, we have Thornwield? Sure, Thornwield Archer for 1 and a green. Creature, elf, archer, 2/1, has reach and death touch. Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
True. Virulent Emissary. Why you got so many tongue twister cards in here? 1 green elf assassin. I target. No, you have to say its name. 1/1 elf assassin. Death touch. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain a life. I will be buying a lot of these today.
Oh, it'll be just like, I don't know if you guys have heard that story during that one tournament back in the day with Borborygmos, and Borborygmos enraged.
Oh.
Because Borborygmos is technically a card, but the guy meant Borborygmos enraged.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Gotta say the name of the card.
That's
True.
stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway,
everyone knew what he meant.
Yeah.
But next up here we've got Yeva, Nature's Herald. 2 double green for a 4/4 legendary elf shaman with flash, and you may cast green creature spells as though they had flash.
Fun card. I'm glad they reprinted that, so now it's like $1.80.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when it used to be like $20? Like, nope, thank you.
Yeah.
True enough. Our next section here is buffing these boys.
Buff the boys. First one's gonna be for me. We have Dwinnen, Glint Leaf Dane for 2 double green. Legendary creature, elf warrior, 3/4, has reach. Other elves you control get +1/+1. When this creature attacks, you gain 1 life for each attacking elf you control.
Yeah.
Next, we have our Elvish Reclaimer. 1 green for a 1/2. Elf Warrior. It gets 2/2 as long as there's 3 or more land cards in the graveyard. 2 tap, sack a land, search your library for a land. Put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. Is there any lands you're specifically going for? Or?
No, just for the buff.
That's fair.
Buff.
I do have like Terramorphic Expanse, Fabled Passage, Evolving Walls, like all the budget fetch lands to kind of aid that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not looking for anything in particular.
Cool.
Then we've got Gaia's Anthem. 1 double green for enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1.
And after that, we have Impervious Perfect for 2 and a green. Creature, elf, warrior, 2/2. Other elves you control get +1/+1. For a single green, you can tap it and create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token.
Yeah. We have an Ivy Lane Denizen as well. 3 and a green for a 2/3 elf warrior. Whenever another green creature you control enters, you put a 1/1 counter on target creature. That's great with your proliferate ability.
Yeah. Next up here, we've got some graveyard stuff. Elves are not very resilient. So we're just doing some stuff to benefit that. And first up, we've got Abomination of Llanowar, the other potential commander for this. 1 black and a green for a star legendary elf horror with vigilance and menace, and his power and toughness are each equal to the number of elves you control plus the number of elf cards in your graveyard.
I love this card as a commander. It was literally an unstoppable elf ball. Like, if the way I built it, I had like Bullets of Citadel. That was like the main driving force, and then I would have things like Bone Harvest or anything, or like Grave, what is it? Foot Bottom Feast, Grave Purge, things like that. I would take like all my creatures and put them on top of my library, and then I draw a card. Who cares? And then you start recasting all the elves that everyone got rid of, and you don't care because like, ooh, Llanowar elf, I'll pay 1 life. Ooh, Finhorn elf, I'll pay 1 life. I don't care, right? So, it was fantastic.
Yeah, when everything's so cheap, might as well.
Yeah, right? Exactly. The next card we do have is a new one. It's gonna be Bloodline Bidding for 6 double black. Wow, 8 mana. Okay, sorcery. Oh, it has Convoke. Nice.
Yeah.
Choose a creature type. Return all creature cards of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield. Yo, and it's only $5. Damn.
Great. That's a great card.
Yeah, this one's really cool.
The Convoke on it is wicked.
Yeah.
You know what? For now on, I'm just going to open up another tab for House of Cards and just start typing in the cards and adding them in as we go through these deck texts. It's just stupid. Like, it's a $5 like really good recursion card or a graveyard recursion card.
The power creep and stuff when we talk about it, right? Like that is a very, very strong card because late game the mana's not like a gigantic problem, but later, like early on, there's a lot of decks that can really, really like powerhouse with this.
Yeah, 100%.
Like any Marin self mill, any of that stuff. Like what comes to mind is the Golgari deck. Like I play a bunch of the insect ones, right? Like a lot of the insects care about the number of insects in your graveyard, or right? And something like that is an insane drop on the field. Also, I was going to say the artwork on the next one is phenomenal. It's so cool,
right?
Because that's not a reprint, right?
This is a reprint, I believe.
It is the reprint one?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Whatever it is, it's the best artwork of this card for sure. It's Grave Shifter's new artwork, 3 and a black for a 2/2 shapeshifter with Changeling. When this creature enters, you can return target card from your graveyard to your hand. It's very, very cool artwork.
Yeah. He's just a little guy.
He is just a little guy. I want to play him out of that very badly.
Next up here, we've got another new one. We've got Morcant's Eyes. 1 green for a Kindred Enchantment Elf. At the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 1. And you can pay 4 double green to sacrifice this enchantment, create X 2/2 black and green elf creature tokens, where X is the number of elf cards in your graveyard. Activate only as a sorcery.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah, holy smokes.
Play this and then follow it up with Bloodline Bidding.
Yeah.
Well, generally, that's one of the big weaknesses you get is your elves dying, right?
Yeah.
And it is a budget piece, yeah.
Common too. The next card we have here is going to be Tyvar, Jubilant Brawler for 1 and a black and a green, legendary planeswalker. It comes in with 3 loyalty. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures had haste. Nice. +1, untap up to 1 target creature. And then the -2, mill 3 cards. Then you may return a creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Suckers.
True.
Yeah.
Next, we've got our mana sinks, which is you have to have a few in here.
Yeah.
Our first one we have is our Azuri Renegade Leader. 1 double green for a 2/2 elf warrior. With a green, you can regenerate another target elf. Great. 2 triple green elf creatures you control get 3/3 and gain trample till end of turn. Classic commander for an elf deck.
Then we have Numa, Joraga Chieftain. 2 and a green for a 2/2 legendary elf warrior. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay double X. When you do, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target elves. And it has partner.
Cool. After that, we have Reckless Amplimancer. Ugh. For 1 and a green, creature elf druids 2/2. For 4 and a green, double its power and toughness till end of turn. Nice. Interesting.
Yeah, I just think she's neat.
Well,
That's fair.
it's definitely not something you can let actually hit you,
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Goodness, no.
especially in an elf deck where you've got access to mana. No.
Yeah.
Next, we have our Safe Right Cavalry. 3 and a green for a 4/4 elf warrior. Can't be blocked by more than one creature. Pay 5. Target elf you control gets 2/2 till end of turn.
That's sick. I like that.
And then we've got Wild Heart Invoker. 2 double green for a 4/3 elf shaman. You can pay 8 to give target creature +5/+5 and trample until end of turn.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
What else we got here? We've got your land
There
section.
Any lands that you care for? Oh, wait, you said no, right?
Not really. There are the Fabled Passage, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, just to make what's his name a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Elvish Reclaimer. Then there's also the new Eclipsed Realms, which when it enters, you can choose Elemental Elf, Fairy, Giant, Goblin, Kithkin, Merfolk, or Treefolk, and if you can tap for colorless or add 1 mana of any color, but only for the chosen type or to activate ability of a chosen type.
That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, just something nice and easy. Just get a whole bunch of elves out and beat face.
I like it. I think it's a fun deck. I think I think you're missing out on a lot of the cool cards to proliferate though, like a Lux Cannon, stuff like that.
Yeah. Once again, this was just kind of what I had laying around. So obviously, like, a lot of those proliferate cards are good upgrades if you want to go more that route.
Yeah. No, there's just some like I said, like I was gonna say you could switch over to like the Astral Cornucopia kind of ever flowing chalice, those things. But
yeah,
that being said, what do you really need the mana for in elves, right? Like how much mana can you possibly actually want, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because as I was saying it, I was like, well, what, like if you had access to like red, then I'd be like, we'll go for these huge fireballs. What are we talking about? But
another one that I know I've got one somewhere and I'm going to put it in when I find it is Karn's Bastion.
Yeah.
On that note,
Karn's Bastion would be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem is like I can't think of any of the ones that I like to proliferate the most, except for Lux Cannon, because I like to, and Otherworld Atlas, but I'm a group hug player at heart. You gotta believe me.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's a very, very cool deck. You can be pretty annoying with like planeswalkers in this too, because you can proliferate them up so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I like this deck. Like you said, you wanted it to be a precon level kind of deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of does feel like out of the box like elf precon, right? Like if this was the elf precon list, I'd be like, well, this looks fun. There's lots of different directions you can go, and kind of like everything that we do, right? You can definitely take it in whatever direction you want. You have a lot of creatures for any of those overruns late game.
Yeah.
Like what do you
I
have?
think there's 41 elves in this or something like that.
By types. Yeah, you got 41 creatures, which is it's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's a very, very cool deck. We ripped through this one fast.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Sherman, you got...
We ripped through it fast because you can win with it fast.
That's fair. Well, a lot of them too, right? Or a lot of classic ones that we don't have to talk about too much. Like, I don't need to go on and be like, well, Land of War Elves is actually like a really good card, and it really just slots in. You guys get it. You guys are here for a good time, not a long time.
Exactly.
True.
Any other thoughts before we wrap them here, Sherman?
I really like that bloodline bidding. Like I kid you not. Like 8 mana at first, you're like, ooh, and then he's like, ooh, convoke, nice.
Yeah, when you can get that down to 2 or even nothing.
Yeah, and like you just like elves come back, yeah. But like the worst part about it is just the fact that it's black. So it's like if it's not gonna be elves, it's gonna be like vampires, or it's gonna be zombies, or even worse, demons.
That's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is what it is. Probably going to be zombies for me, though.
Yeah. No, I like it. Like I said, I would have gone more into the proliferate theme because I'm a degenerate, and I would have been like, well, we're doing this. But no, this is a very, very cool deck. I just like elf decks in general. They're, in my opinion, number one, it's nice whenever you can assemble one on a decent budget, because this is still $200, right? So it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's nothing crazy. It's not going to break your bank. And like you said, a lot of people are going to have stuff like this around. But I would really like to teach people the game with elf decks.
Yeah.
Like I've always thought that that's like one of the best and easier ways to actually like teach the game is to go the elf deck route, because from here you can see a lot of cool things, right? Like you can get around your indestructibles, get around your targets. You have essentially a built-in board wipe on in the command zone, which is very, very cool, because those 41 elves, all of them are going to be putting a 1/1 -1/-1 counter on 3 creatures each. That's, like 120 -1/-1 counters before proliferating.
Mm-hmm.
So you definitely have a ton of board wipe from the command zone. Your commander, because that's the problem, is that -1/-1 is annoying, but it's not enough to draw my ire like a lot of other things,
Yeah.
Like
especially when you've got an archetype like elves that if you do anything to it, they're just going to bring it back immediately anyway.
Yeah, I'm replaying it, so all you're doing is just making it so I'm going to play it more, like. Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's easy to underestimate in the command zone. I feel like, because like I said, I would ignore it because I'd be like, well, whatever. It's a -1/-1. Who cares? And if you're playing, like if I'm playing a token deck, I don't care about killing a token.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it's not a has to die commander for me, but it is a strong thing. The only downside I can see in general is that you're going to run into the average player thinking there's something that has poison in it.
Oh yeah.
Because it's such a good, like, and again, if you just rule zero discussion talking, but yeah, I'm not running poison in here. Oh, I said nothing about toxic.
Oh no.
It's not infect. It's technically
It's technically toxic.
Yeah. I love those arguments technically. No, I said we wrap it there. I'm happy with that one. But
one card that if you do want to be a bit more of a degenerate that could go in here is Plague Nurse. 3 and a green. It's a 3/4 Phyrexian Cleric with Toxic 2, and you can pay 2 and a green to give each other creature you control. Actually, no, never mind.
No, it's not.
Those creatures have to have Toxic already.
Okay, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, you don't have to make them more.
Yeah.
The elf noble type is also kind of odd. But yeah, you could also, like I said, you could go more the Cami of Whispered Hopes route. You could do 1/1 counters. Like I like that you went with just I'm making an elf deck.
Yeah. I just wanted to make an elf deck. I've got a lot of them laying around, so might as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say the one other thing. I've been going through my boxes, and I didn't see it in your list there, in your lands. Do you have the modal Golgari one?
Ooh, I don't know if I do, actually.
It's not horribly expensive. It's like, I think, at 1 or 2. Yeah, there it is. Revitalizing Repast. It's a hybrid black or green, and put a 1/1 counter on target creature. It gains indestructible until end of turn. Just a good, easy piece of like extra card in the like it slots in perfectly in a deck that can proliferate.
Okay, yeah.
And then its flip side is just a tapped land, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind a tap land every now and then.
Exactly.
All right, I'm done ranting. If you want any of these cards, wrong button. There we go. If you want any of these cards, go over to houseofcards.ca, promo code IT99. It's going to get you a discount at checkout. It is going to support a wonderful business. It's going to get you cheap cards. It's going to give us some cash-ola, which I'm then going to go spend at House of Cards to buy these new cards. It's all a circle. It's all a big, big circle. If you want nice spots to put on, like the command trays, dice to draw your land, or not dice, tokens, erasable tokens to draw your Line of War elves or anything. They do have nice dice too. Go over to nerdgear.ca, promo code IT99, and that's also going to get you a discount when you check out. And yeah, they're also a great company to work with. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for everyone getting through the episode, hearing us yap, and just sticking with us through all these things. If you want to support us directly, the best way is just straight on Patreon. But honestly, just interacting, consuming, listening, and just hanging out with us every week is also a wonderful thing. So thank you guys so much. And I give you a little bit of outro music for the rest of your week. Bye-bye.
All right. Laters.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.